All right, so I've cut out some pieces of wood to build a bottom base for my beehives in case I get some swarms, because these materials I already had on hand. So what I did is I used what this is called as a super. Yeah, it's upside down, but I'm not attaching this. So essentially, the bottom piece will have space so that the honeybees can go in and out, and they'll have like a little front board. And then let me take you, and I have cut all the sides, the backs, and everything, and I will pre-drill holes in these pieces of wood and put them together, and I'll show you how that looks. Thank you for coming along. All right, so right now what I'm doing is I am pre-drilling some holes that I marked with the tip of a screw to indent the wood, so I knew exactly where to pre-drill my holes at. And you always want to use a bit that's a little bit smaller than the screw that you're going to be using, so that way it has something to catch on to. And then I'm putting 2 screws on both sides, so that way hopefully it'll stay together a little longer. So I have my backboard where I have pre-drilled 2 holes on the left side and the right side. And then I've got the front little piece of board that I just did 1 hole because it's a little bit shorter. This is the front board's the one that the little honeybees will be flying under. So I'm gonna work on getting those attached. Here, let me turn it around so you guys can see what I'm doing. Let me get everything adjusted. Sorry guys, not used to doing this kind of stuff with a camera, or a phone, I should say. Okay, so let's see how well I can do this. So you want to start out slow at first, don't go too fast. Voila, there's one. I gotta get 3 more done. And so that'll be the start of it. And I'll show you when I put the front on and then when I attach it to the board. All right, so I've got 3 sides, both lengths on the left and the right, and the back. I've got those screwed in, and now I'm putting the front where the honeybees will fly underneath of it. But when I attach it, I'm going to attach it here, so that way I have it nice and flush and flat. And then what I'll do is I'll take this square box and flip it around to attach to this board here. All right, so see, I've screwed the front entrance on, and I've got my rectangle, and so I'm flipping it around to show you guys how it will work. I have to screw it to the board here, but see, it might be a little bit high of an entrance, but I can put some mesh screening on the front of that if I need to. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip the plywood on top of the base. Okay, so I flipped it. See that? My little frame. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on the top and put a couple of screws around the edges of it to hold it into place. And then I'll turn it around and show you how that looks. All right, so I have put all the screws in that I need to put in. By the way, I didn't use any plans, and I used scrap pieces that I had laying around in case I'd get another honey swarm. So I had no instructions or whatever. I winged it. I did some measuring. Everything wasn't flush and square and cut right or whatever, but it's gonna do the job is what matters. So let me turn it around. And so that's what I have built. See that? It's got a little porch. The top of it that the boxes will sit on is flat, and the bees will be able to go in it. Let me grab, this is the, it's upside down still again, but you know what? It's all right. So you set the boxes on top of, on top. And now I have a base. So there you have it. Thank you for joining me. Just using some scrap wood and trying to figure it out.